driver base. Now I want to put on my other hat as, in a sense, to finish this introduction as the National Director of Unite Union. We are a union that operates in industries that have been casualised. And the workers in these industries are the housekeepers in the hotel industry, the workers in the fast food industry, workers in the security industry do not have guaranteed hours and generally operate at the level of the minimum wage because they were deunionised for most of the virtually all of the 1990s and into the 2000s. And we have gone back into those industries and tried to organise collective agreements, but we're starting way, way behind what workers have traditionally thought were their rights. Generally, workers in these industries have no guaranteed hours at all. And we've struggled to have incorporated into the contracts simple things like you don't hire new staff before you offer existing hours, offer the hours. If you have extra hours available, you don't hire new staff before you offer it to existing staff. Even getting small improvements like that has been a major battle. We know that workers in these industries are earning in real terms probably something like half of what they were earning in the 1980s, and that's a product of this crippling casualisation, so that many of the problems we face where we have workers ringing us up to complain, for example, in the security industry, that their hours are being cut from 72 to 60, that is from sort of 6 12-hour days to 5 12-hour days, because one of the companies had hired a few more staff recently or around the World Cup, and our workers were upset and wanted us to do something about it, that their hours had been cut from 72 to 60, that people have come to depend on these appallingly long hours and being offered work. This week I've had lots of complaints from fast food workers because they would routinely sell their holiday pay to make up hours each week. And part of the law changes actually made that a little bit more. Some of the law changes that the government thought were, in terms of people selling their holiday rights, has actually made it a little harder for people to routinely do that in the industry. So workers are upset because they think they're losing the right to sell their holiday pay on a week-by-week basis to make up for when they lose their hours. That's the appalling condition that many workers have been put into. This exists in many industries, and those that have resisted it, those that have been successful in resisting that type of casualisation, which include unions that are in stronger industries with more unionised workforce, like at the ports, are very, very important because we will never be able to end this blight that exists across the whole working class of this country for hundreds of thousands of workers if these workers are beaten in their struggle to protect regular hours and regular conditions and security of work in a very, very important industry that they deserve so much. So it's with great pleasure that I welcome our two or three speakers. Well, I don't know if they'll all be speaking, but Gary Parslow, National President of the Union, will be speaking. Russell Main is the Secretary of the Auckland branch, which I understand is called Local 13. And Victor Miller is the editor of the Maritime Union magazine and is up here helping with the publicity of the dispute. So,